TV2 with Nicholas Kulapur.
Alexis Pickle. Sydney Lingerak.
Landon Little. Jasper Jones.
Good morning and welcome to the Chieftain Report from Logan High School. Today is Friday, October 7th. I'm Nicholas Kulapur.
And I'm Alexis Pickle. Today we have Sydney Lingerak with weather.
And Jasper Jones and Landon Little with sports. But first, here are your announcements. Next week, make sure you look your best because school pictures are currently set to be held Friday, October 14th. All picture forms and necessary information will be shared at the beginning of the week.
Homecoming tickets will go on sale in the athletic office on Monday, October 10th for $5.
October stands for Socktober. Logan High School is currently collecting socks for the homeless this whole month in the sock box located in the school store in the cafeteria. So if you've been looking to do something generous, here is your chance. All new or gently used socks will be accepted.
Congratulations to Mr. Begley for receiving the 2016 GE Star Award for Education.
Get pumped, because next Friday, October 14th, LHS is having a pep rally. Because of this, the school will be operating on the Assembly Bell schedule. Next week is also Spirit Week. All students should have received an email that lists the themes for each day. On Monday, make sure to wear your favorite sports team's jersey or t-shirt.
In local news, if you missed last week's deadline for the shoe donation, you still have time to donate. The organization Shoes for Shelters and Rescue is currently halfway to their goal of 2,500 shoes. You can take donations to the Scenic Hills Senior Center on Spring Street, Grandma Faye's Grocery on State Route 644 South, and Rocky Boots in Nelsonville, just to name a few. The deadline is November 1st, so take in your gently used or new shoes today.
In national news, this past week, the southeastern coast of the United States has prepared diligently for the arrival of Hurricane Matthew, with over 1 million evacuations in Florida and South Carolina. Hurricane Matthew, the most powerful Atlantic storm in almost a decade, left its trail of devastation in Haiti at the beginning of the week, before crashing into the eastern tip of Cuba on Tuesday night. Hurricane Matthew is a Category 4 storm, and its maximum sustained winds of 140 miles per hour are the subject to serious concern. Numerous deaths have already been reported, as the U.S. is currently doing all it can to keep citizens safe and the damage as minimized as possible.
Now here's Sydney Lingerak with your Chieftain weather. There's a storm a-brewing. Right there!
I'm here once again to deliver this week's weather. It's finally October, and you know what that means. It's time to visit the pumpkin patch. But don't forget a jacket, especially in the evening, because the temperature's dropping. Today, on this lovely October 7th, the high will be 77 and the low will be 56. There will be bright and sunny skies. The record high of October 7th is 88, set back in 2007. The record low is 27, set back in 1964. Here's the rest of your 5-day forecast. Saturday, it will be partly cloudy, with a high of 69 and a low of 46. Sunday will be chilly, with a high of 63 and a low of 42. Don't forget your scarf. It'll be a clear and sunny day. Monday will be partly cloudy, with a high of 65 and a low of 44. Lastly, on Tuesday, it will once again be partly cloudy, with a high of 69 and a low of 47. There you have it, LHS. Have a wonderful weekend.
Here's Jasper Jones and Landon Little with your Chieftain Sports.
Hello, Logan sports fans.
It's been an eventful week here at Logan High. Let's get to it.
The Chieftain football team beat Athens last Friday 31-30, gaining their first win of the season. It was a spectacular game. The Bulldogs desperately tried to overcome their losing streak to Logan, but were unable to do so. Since 1990, the Chiefs have had the Bulldogs' number. In the fourth quarter, Riley Nelson caught a pass and was then tied up in a scrum for the ball. In a heart-pounding moment, he broke loose and scored the go-ahead touchdown for the Chiefs. But in the 3 minutes on the clock, the Bulldogs marched right down the field and scored. On the extra point attempt, Corey Hinthorn burst through the line, leaped in the air, and blocked the kick, which sealed the victory. Congratulations, Chieftains.
In other news, the volleyball team had an upsetting loss against the Alexander Spartans Monday night in Jim Myers Gymnasium. The Spartans came out strong in the first set, but they didn't look back from there, beating the Chiefs 3-0.
The Logan Chieftain soccer team beat the Athens Bulldogs Tuesday with a score of 2-1. The score was knotted up 0-0 until TV2's own Nicholas Kulapur helped the Chiefs' dream of victory come true, scoring both goals. The Chiefs tied a record of most wins in a season, but most importantly, the Chiefs are now 6-1 in the SEOAL. They're going to take on Franklin Heights on Saturday.
The girls' soccer team hosts the Athens Bulldogs Tuesday night at Logan Chieftain Stadium. After a scoreless first half, senior Maddie Gabriel scored the Chiefs' first goal of the night in the 15th minute of the second half. But the Bulldogs stormed back, scoring 2 straight goals to beat the Chiefs 2-1.
The boys cross country did a great job at the Hilliard Midwest Meet of Champions last Saturday. The fields were a muddy mess, plastered with puddles and extremely slow. But the Chiefs pushed forward. Brian Lowry came in with a time of 17:50, Ethan Long with a time of 18:28, and Josh Franco with 18:43. Good work. That's all the sports we have for you today.
See you next week, Chieftain Nation.
Here's Wyatt Ellinger with a Halloween news story.
It is fun dressing up for Halloween, but some people take it to the extreme. We're going to talk to some people and see what their favorite costume is of all time.
My favorite Halloween costume would have to be the purple unicorn, obviously.
Skeletor was my favorite costume, but it didn't turn out so great because my mom tried to dye my pajamas instead of buying the store nice costume, and I was the only kid at the party with brown Skeletor PJs on, and I kind of got made fun of, but it was still my favorite costume.
My favorite Halloween costume was a frog.
My favorite Halloween costume of all time was when I was 5. I dressed up like a fairy for the whole day.
My favorite Halloween costume of all time was a hot dog suit.
My favorite Halloween costume of all time was when I was Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
My favorite Halloween costume was when I was Tinkerbell.
My favorite Halloween costume of all time was Jason Voorhees with the blood streaming down the face.
Have fun trick-or-treating. Be safe. Don't stay out too late. Wyatt Ellinger, TV2 News.
That is all we have for today. Thanks for watching the Chieftain Report. I'm Nicholas Kulapur.
And I'm Lexus Pickle.
From TV2, The Deuce.
The volleyball team had an upsetting loss against the Alexander Spartans Monday night in Jim Myers.
I'm a bit fast.
I'm intense because it's sports, dang it. Lowry!
Here's Wyatt Ellinger with a look of some of LHS's. I didn't know what I'm saying.